Hey there, this is K4A Knowledge for All educational videos and tutorials. In this video today we are going to learn how to find, remove, delete Unity project from your computer and both from Unity Hub, and then later why you should do that, when and so on. In some of previous videos on Unity I have created couple of different projects, and that makes sense. Sometimes it doesn't. In my case I have made an error because I have made one project which I called Free Food Asset Pack, in which I wanted to import Free Food Asset Pack, as its name says, from Unity, which is free on Unity Asset Store. So I have found some Unity Asset Pack for free on Unity Asset Store. I liked it, I want to open it, and I need a project for it, so let's make a project for that. But later, that wasn't so smart. Later, when I think a little more, I thought that it would be smarter just to make one project to test them all, like in Lord of the Rings. So one project which I will call Test Assets, and in that project I will import different asset packs, free or premium, test them, review them, delete them, whatever. But it doesn't make sense to make a couple of those, or as much as assets I have, so it doesn't make sense to make a new project for new asset every time. It would take too much space again, because when I checked how big projects are, they are around 2 gigabytes, and I just don't want to waste my hard disk space on it, and it again it will just make these lists bigger and crazier and more messy and so on. So there are a couple of reasons not to do it. But anyway, I've made a mistake, created a project which wasn't very smart, which I have named it Free Food Asset Pack, and that was the first problem which I faced there, because when I want to, for example, right click and find rename project, I couldn't do it, and I think I even couldn't do it when I open it in Unity. So we will check that later, but you cannot rename the projects, Unity projects, simply just like that. Right click, rename, that's what I wanted to say, and there is a reason for that. We are going to talk about that in more details maybe next time, but in short, when you create a project, same for example when you create classes in code in Unity, you want to create and name them smart, because trying to rename them later can make problems. Why? Because Unity creates lots of metadata, folders, features and stuff like that, so renaming, deleting and whatever you want to change later, it could mess up things very fast. So in short, I first want to check where can I find this folder or file on my computer, and to do that I hover over the project which I want to find. So no left click or double click will open it, so just move your mouse without left clicking on it, then right click, show in Explorer to show it on your computer, or left click on these three dots here and the same, show in Explorer, and you have that folder already selected. Cool. That's what I wanted to check out, how big it is. 1.87 gigabytes. Why would I need that on my computer if I don't use it? So I want to delete it, but can I delete it just like here as my file? Right click, delete. Maybe not, maybe that's not smart. Let's first check from Unity Hub. I will again hover over my project which I want to edit, right click. Is there delete Unity project? There isn't, but there is remove project from list. So I will click on it, or I will click on these three dots, same thing, remove project from list. And I get a new window which says remove project from list. If you remove free food asset pack from the list, the files will remain on your disk. What that means? I will just remove it from this list here, from Unity Hub. It will disappear, but it will stay here on my computer. So I will still have 2 gigabytes folder on my computer. So is that smart? Not really, but again, it's a good thing that they have warned me, and they do that because later, if you want to add your project back to the list, you can just open it in Unity Hub, and that's it. So we have learned that before, just by clicking add from disk and then select it, but I don't want to do that. I will first go to remove project from the list, and yeah, I want to remove it, so it will disappear from this list. Okay, great. So now this is clean, but I have to go to my folder where my free food asset pack folder is and delete it manually. So I will do that either by right click delete, but even better is just to left click select it and then press shift and delete at the same time on your computer keyboard to delete it permanently. So this way, with shift delete keyboard pressing, it will go straightly into out of space. Otherwise, if you use right click delete, it can end up in recycle bin, and I don't want to do that. So are you sure you want to permanently delete this folder? Yes, finally. So we have first learned how to find your project on your computer, then how to remove it from the Unity Hub, and then at the end how to delete it, just if you need space or just don't want to have lots of those projects if you don't use them or don't need them anymore. That's it, I think, for this video. 8 minutes. You're not going to use these features very often, or maybe at all, but if you create lots of projects, and some people do, and it doesn't have to be mindless, just playing around and creating like crazy. Sometimes it makes sense. So for example, I will try to create some 2D game. I need a 2D project. I will need a 3D project for a 3D game, maybe a AR project too. So that those are all already 3 projects. I need this my projects for Unity templates and tutorials. So that's 4, and so on. So you have lots of those fast. So for example, if I'm working as a freelance for some client, I need a project for him, so it can grow fast to 5, 10 or more. So for example, if you're freelancing for 5 or 10 clients on their projects, you need to have created and open every project for every client. So you see how that can get messy very fast. And later, so when you want to make your computer and Unity Hub more organized, you need to remove them and later to delete them from your folders. So we have learned that. I think that's important, but again, you're not going to use it, I hope so, not very often, fortunately. That's it for this video. See you in the next one. Bye for now.